Hello everybody, my name is Alex. Can you guess what the planet you're living in? It's right, Earth. We need Earth in many different ways, mostly importantly, to survive. And what if there was no Earth? We have to move to another planet. And so it's so lonely that Earth had all the animals we need. Well, we might sell houses in Mars. Can you guess so? Or be a spacesuit be a best option? Maybe yes. Well, people might start living in Mars, I guess. Not just the other planets, as Mars has no atmosphere. If we want to grow plants and fruits and vegetables, we need to make a house with carbon dioxide and with CO2 or CO2. Well, that is the truth. And well, you probably know that if you are in Mars, you cannot breathe. So you need a spacesuit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's not important why spacesuits are important for us. It's because of CO2 and oxygen. We know those two of it. As Mars, if there are no trees in Mars, we cannot get oxygen. But still, we can plant trees in Mars. As Mars has lots of carbon dioxide, if plants give up all those carbon dioxide, most likely they should die. And so, we live in Earth. Like our electricity and our food, we don't need those items. As what if the iPhone? Well, electricity has been found underground though. Mines will start disappear. Seems like everything in Mars will start be jumping on everything. Like towns and cities. Well, New York will be a small town. But in countrysides, there will be a lot more towns. That's because, well, you know, Mars has different types. As gravity, we don't need gravity so much though. Wait a minute. Perhaps we should visit the aliens. I'm not sure about this. Because that I never visited an alien before. It looks weird because on Mars, there are also robots that have lasers that protect and taking photos of Mars. I don't know if the first humans like NASA were to visit Mars and see those little cute robots. Well, these also just control the planet system. Not the planet system, I mean, but asteroids will start popping up everywhere. Oh, I almost forgot. Our moon will be in a different planet. Maybe likely Mars. And our daytime will much likely years, days, and weeks will change differently. As everyone will know that it will be hard to find food and water in Mars. What will you do if you have no water? Everyone knows that. You have to make a farm of water. And so, it's important that we learn a lesson from Earth. It has all living kinds of beings. Hey, do you learn on Mars? Are you crazy? Do you have furniture on Mars? Can you build a brick house on Mars? Or apartment or city? Well, the answer is also the same. No. Maybe yes. Some people think yes. Some people think no. Because that this answer is too complicated. We know that Mars is a red planet. So, is Earth a red planet? Maybe not. Vacation will go forever, as there will be no oceans and no water to make those swimming pools and, well, you know, like beaches. And so we don't need to vacation on this. We hate those planets. As also, dust storms are found in Mars, and they are most commonly dangerous in the South and North Poles. As we are in Vietnam, we have to move a different place in Vietnam to another place. You know the Pangea? That's why, because Earth has formed. But now, asteroids will damage our Earth to the mass of extinction. So plus, asteroids, do you know the asteroid belt? Mars is near the asteroid belt. One side, asteroids collide easily at night. That's because at night it reflects on the asteroids. But the good news is our nights will be brighter. But so, animals like rodents or wolves will find rodents easily. Wait a minute. Rodents just don't live there. No animals live there. It's quite odd that you don't have a pet lover. And it's quite odd that no trees are popping around. That's because in soil, trees will start popping up, not in the soil, but in another place. Now what if you can also live in other planets like Mercury and Venus? These are too hot though. At Mercury, the nights are very cold and the days are very hot. We knew that our planet Earth supports life for other animals. Forests would disappear forever too. And they might start popping up into wild storms. Like, you know the wind in Sahara? It's really strong. So we need to wear our hats and space gloves. We need to walk carefully on Mars. Oh, there's another thing about creators. Scientists will start discovering creators when people live. That's because Mars is near the asteroid belt. As if there's just Earth in outer space, what will it be like? Well, there are no planets for us to live in. So that's why our Earth supports only life. And we're in our solar system. Not everything. So that's how important that our Earth is. Oh, wait a minute. I just forget. That moon tides are not moon tides. Well, sorry. But it's Mars tides. I don't know if they're true, but Mars tides will be a correct dust and soil and wind to create a sand sand Mars, not just tides of the Mars. If there are no oceans in Mars, there would be no tides. If the moon would go to Mars, then it would completely collapse the wind. As for we will live in another stable planet. Well, we cannot live in Uranus and Neptune. Those are windy and cold planets. And we will live on Jupiter and Saturn. Well, Jupiter even has no surface. We cannot walk on Jupiter. And also, it also has lots of dust to create wind. So that's how our Earth is important. Well, we know that if we live on Mars, we'll be red. Well, that's a joke. I'm sorry. But if it comes to life, if Earth will be lonely, then what will happen? As though our planet would just entirely collapse into this. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and see you next time.